Okay, hello, my name is Miss Trout and I'm going to be showing you how to thread your sketchbooks today using a Japanese bookbinding technique. So first things first, you have all of your papers together. I just hole punched them using my 3-hole punch. I have a piece of cardstock for the cover, a piece of cardstock for the back cover, and then I have 10 pieces of copy paper for the inside of the sketchbook. So that's 12 pieces of paper total. To keep my papers together while I'm threading, I'm going to use this paper clip and just put them together like that. All right, and then you're going to need tape, your color of thread, and some scissors. So let's get started. First things first, I need to measure my thread. So I'm going to do 1, hold down a finger, 2, hold down a finger, 3 times the length of that side of the notebook. That's how long you want the thread to be. I'm going to tie up my thread nice and neat, and I'm going to put it back in the bag with the rest of the thread. Now that I have my piece of thread, I'm going to get 2 small pieces of tape, just about that big, a small square, and on one end of the thread I'm going to create an aglet. That's like the end of a shoelace or a hoodie string that keeps it from fraying and falling apart. So I just twist the tape around one end to create that nice aglet. On the other end of the string that doesn't have the aglet, I'm going to take that second piece of tape, I'm going to feed the thread through only the first page, and then I'm going to tape it down just to the back cover. All right, so it's just taped down to that back cover on that cardstock right there to hold it in place while we thread. All right, now you're going to make sure that your papers are all lined up and ready to go. And you're going to start that threading process. It's technically a lot of repetition and looping. So here's what we're going to do. First, we just go back through that same hole punch. Perfect. You pull it nice and tight. You want to pull it tight through all of these, okay, so that it doesn't become loose at the end. Now I'm going to go down, pull it tight, and I'm going to loop through this hole punch. Perfect. Now I want to loop through the 2 end hole punches twice to give it some extra security. So I'm going to hole punch it again. Loop it again through that hole punch and pull it tight. Perfect. Now it's like, where do we go? But if you flip it over, you see that this line still needs to be created. So I'm going to feed it through that middle hole, pull it tight. Great. Now we can make our sync up. Pull it tight and then loop. You got it. Same as the other 2 hole punches. Pull it tight and then wrapping it around this way, I'm going to pull it through one more time. Great, and pull it tight. So this side is done. That's so fast that we can get that done, right? And then you flip it over and you see it only needs one more line to complete. So you're just going to thread it through to finish this side. Flip it back. This is the front cover where we started. Now at this point you can take off that paper clip, and what you're going to do, it's the same step as the first step. You're just going to feed that through only to the front cover. And when you do this step, I recommend pressing down your front cover and making sure that you have a nice crease, kind of like a hardcover book. That'll make it really easy to open later on. Now you can just take off that first piece of tape, get these 2, and tie them together in a knot. Once you have that tied in a knot, you can go ahead and trim the longer piece. And that's it. You have threaded your notebook together and you're all done. Now you have a sketchbook that you can either decorate or continue to decorate and use.